Kansas City. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Arrowhead Stadium tunnels, and the noise level in this place was just about off the charts. They're set for football as the Chiefs get set to do battle with the San Francisco 49ers. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Here we go. Green 90. Green 90.
Mahomes going to hand it off to Hunt. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
First and 10. Here's Mahomes. He's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From midfield, here's Mahomes. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. And again, it's Mahomes. And it's complete to Kelsey. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down.
Black 58 rail. Black 58 rail. Blue 45. Blue 45. 56. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home. Slow.
Mahomes now on first down. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Earl Mitchell breaking through to get him for a loss of 7. A week ago, they dominated in the trenches. They got in the backfield for 5 sacks, setting the tone there, one on the opening drive.
And it sets the tone for the opposing team, doesn't it? Remember when you were a kid and you went to the theater and saw that horror movie that stuck with you for a while and you were a little bit jumpy? But if you saw 5 sacks the previous week and you're the quarterback, you might be a little jumpy as well. It might throw off his timing.
Yeah, it'd be jumpy, but sorry, Bob and Linda wouldn't let me see a PG movie until I was 17.
Well, that's just good parenting.
Now they're coming up on play number 8 of this opening drive, but they're looking at a 3rd and long.
Here we go now.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker roll that they can fall back on anymore.
And Butker able to put this one through. And the Chiefs are out to a 3-0 lead. So pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for them.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. First carry down to the former Viking. This is Jerick McKinnon. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. 13. Now Garoppolo throwing on second. Got his target, Pierre Garçon. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
From the gun on third, Garoppolo. Forced out to his left. He may try and run for this. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Someone knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up that first down now. I'm not so sure about the technique in getting there, but he went for it, and he got it.
Exactly. He knew where he needed to get, because remember, if he slides, when that derriere dips, if you will, that play's over.
The derriere dips, I like that one.
Yeah, they're working on it for a little bit. To throw is Garoppolo. Screen play, McKinnon. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
21.
Play action. Garoppolo. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. 11. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Good blocking there. Nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 21. They'll begin the drive with Hunt. And some room to roam now. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. They run with Hunt, and he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. And it's Reuben Foster in on the tackle.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
Blue 45.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. It's complete to Chris Conley. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 41. Play fake there to Hunt. Now Mahomes. He's going to wind up and air it out. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Chris Conley, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows to 10-0. Butker now to kick this one away. Here's Dante Pettis on the return. And he's got room. Through an opening, and there he goes. For the former Washington Husky, Dante Pettis, touchdown number 1 in his career. As they are now on the board here in the first half.
Well, partner, anytime you see a big-time kickoff return, especially one that ends up in the end zone for a touchdown, that's probably the most exciting 10 seconds in the great game of football.
I think it was our friend Ed Brady that told us that one day. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Defensively, Jimmy Ward in on the stop.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Z. Here we go now. Green 39.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping them from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Now McKinnon to start the drive. Takes this one up past the 20 after he's able to make a man miss. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
McKinnon. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
And that run was memorable for only one reason. There's absolutely no place to run with the football. No gaps, no creases, no gain.
Garoppolo going to try and throw on 3rd. And this is going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Might have needed just one more block as it stands, 37-yard return. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of...
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Solomon Thomas in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hunt, and he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. But if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains. Two minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Arrowhead after this. Throwing on first is Garoppolo. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 12 yards on back-to-back plays there, and that's another first down. That opening drive rhythm continues right into play number 3.
Whatever they decided that they wanted to run before the game, it's working pretty well for them right now. Moving the ball downfield at a nice rate. And guess what? I think the chain crew might have to get a little oxygen over there. They have to keep moving downfield with first downs on each play.
And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. It's Garoppolo. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Dante Pettis, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Niners are able to cash in for 6. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And the lead is now 14-10. Gold now out to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the inline. And the Chiefs now getting set to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. That one is caught by Hunt. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Adrian Colbert, he was right there in coverage.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. The tight end, Kelsey, has it over the middle. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Here's Dustin Colquitt now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. Over the middle, and he's got Goodwin complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Airing it deep for Garçon. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for San Francisco. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And no return here. This one's going inside the 15 to the 12-yard line. And out come the Chiefs now. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
Black 58 rail. Black 58 rail.
They'll start with Hunt on the ground. And he will perhaps get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And time has run out on this first half. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting 49ers on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. And the first play of the drive goes to McKinnon. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Allen Bailey in on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Garoppolo to throw on second down. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The coverage good that time by Kendall Fuller.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
The Niners on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. He's going to loft this one deep left. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. Here's Bradley Pinion now. He's been terrific so far. This is brought in at the 21. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. That good for 22 and a first down.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Mahomes now on first down. And the Niners get there and bring him down. DeForest Buckner able to swap him from that defensive tackle spot for a loss of 5. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. They'll run. This is Hunt. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Solomon Thomas there on the tackle.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Throwing now is Mahomes. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Reuben Foster picks it, and his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. And it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety here, Ron Parker. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a KC touchdown. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw. A free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49ers offense making its way back out there. The drive starts with a handoff to McKinnon. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Garoppolo. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Give him 30 yards there. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 45-yard line.
12. Go ahead.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo. Stepping up. He's going to keep it. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Brandon, they didn't get everything they wanted out of that play, but the tight end did. And I don't mean it in a positive way. Great job of him holding on after absorbing that big hit.
Now Garoppolo throwing on 2nd. Screen play, McKinnon. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
Go ahead. 21.
Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up fourth. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
And now here comes Kansas City. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun across the 30 to the 31-yard line. Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll run again with Hunt. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. The Chiefs on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
I like his effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the 1st down. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Here again is McKinnon. And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 8. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Goodwin able to haul it in. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. Garoppolo to Goodwin there for a 49er first.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Ron Parker. And the return will stop right around the 25. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 11. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same, right? The coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he's paying it off in a big, big way.
And not much there at all, as he'll get this only up to about the 11. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. They run once more with McCannon. And he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. Garoppolo. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And they'll be inside the red zone with a ball at the 16-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned the block, find the spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Play fake there to Hunt. Now Mahomes out to his left. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Solomon Thomas in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. Now Mahomes. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got him. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And San Francisco gets set to go here. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. It was Reggie Ragland who got him down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And that'll be incomplete.
And there's a good opportunity that just went awry there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
65.
And the blitz does come. Eluding the pressure right. A dump down to McKinnon. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out.
Left, black 58 rail, black 58 rail, black 58 rail.
Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. Caught here by Conley. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Here we go. Green 90. Green 90.
Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Z.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And that is incomplete.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give him some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. 11 yards for number 11. That's what they need right now. Get the 1st down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll look to throw. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Allen Bailey in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long?
13. Here we go. 6.
Back to throw. A dump down to McKinnon. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down.
A short game that doesn't get them the 1st down brings up a fourth down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. He's back to throw. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Chris Jones in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Garoppolo to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Reggie Ragland. And the return across midfield.